What's gonna happen? I'm scared.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
What's gonna happen?
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh! No! I think I died. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Please!
He can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Why?
He resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Why can't I escape? Oh God! No! No!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Hey! I didn't die. Did I?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Who are you, lady? Oh, hey, it's the White House.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What the dump? What does this all mean? This is really weird. Button sounds. Ooh. Alright, that one was like an alien sound. Ha 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 ha! I'm a musician. Credits. Written by all those guys. Blah blah blah. Music, webmaster, etc. Office clock. What is this place? Freedom ending. This is the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. Okay. This is the freedom ending as it existed in beta. Monitor room elevator. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down, with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down, and placed the two endings together instead. That doesn't seem right.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
I turned it off.
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
I don't understand.
Choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time.
Uh-oh, I think I just died. I don't understand, but it's so confusing, this game. Oh, I died. So now what? I think I'm just permanently dead. Oh, that sucks. So what, do I begin the game again? Interesting.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, this time I'm just going to do exactly what he tells me all the way through. Because no matter what,
to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'll get screwed over if I don't. Sadly, the escape did not lead to escape.
There was not a single person here either.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
You're damn right.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh, come on, man. Just let me go forward. Narrator! Narrator! Hey, why is there a camera over there? Why is this office so tall?
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever you say. Down below we go. Again. This is quite an odd game, to say the least.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Light bulb?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yes, I do. I'd like to understand what's happening here, because nothing makes sense. Cameras. Random screens and papers. Whatever.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
That's a little dark, to say the very least. What does this do, huh?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
How is that? He was just being monitored. I mean, that is really creepy, but how exactly does that make him mind-controlled?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Sure seems like it.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Time to destroy the Metal Gear! That was terrible. Time to destroy the Metal Gear! Because that's what this is like. It's like, you know... different idea, I guess, because it's mind control instead of nuclear weapons that are able to walk around. But anyways, system power off. I can't see. What just happened? Was I supposed to do that? I turned it off. I thought that was the smart thing to do. Uh-oh. I can see something.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
I doubt it.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
We made it to the Shire, everybody. Looks like they've been doing some remodeling. They've got a parking lot now.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Right. Bravo. Amazing game. Except the end is never. It just restarted. What does it all mean?
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
That's new. I think. He hasn't said that before, has he? I don't believe so.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
You're goddamn right. I'm just gonna sit here for the rest of eternity